Today's class topic is going over Golden Venture folding, the origami technique that gives us 3D origami. Hey class, welcome back. Mr.G here. Today we're going to be going into part 3 of our 3D origami, the Golden Venture folding technique. So today's topic is all about the history of this stuff. So where did this stuff come from? What's the origins of the Golden Venture folding pattern? 3D origami, how did it come into being? So let's dive into it. Now, the research that I did into this, the one that I'm really working from is Art in America is the website. They have a wonderful catalog of other things to check out, and I'll try and make some more videos using their stuff. Good information. So their link is down below. Now, there was a show back in 2018 called The Craft of Survival, Golden Venture Paper Sculptures at the Museum of Chinese in America. Now, off the bat, this does get slightly political, and it's definitely a depressing story. On June 6th in 1993, a freighter named the Golden Venture ran aground New York's Rockaway Beach with its passengers of 286 immigrants, mostly from China's Fujian province, along with their handlers as they scrambled ashore. This exhibition was titled Fold, Golden Venture Paper Sculptures, and it was on view at the Museum of Chinese in America, MoCA, back in early 2018. This display showcases the folded paper sculptures made by a number of men on the ship while they were being held at a minimum security prison in York, Pennsylvania. Now, back in 93, Bill Clinton was president, and they did have a lot of the immigration policies that still kind of happen today. Now, these migrants, having paid or made down payments of roughly $40,000 each, charged to their traffickers and embarked upon the harrowing trip in February of 93, arrived in the United States at especially inopportune time. Now, this was during the early months of President Clinton's first term, and to appease conservatives by barring the migrants from posting jail. They were stuck in jail because that was the policy at the time. Do we agree with that? Do we not agree with that? Discuss below. Now, because of this action, 119 men were bused to York County Prison, and a dozen women went to Louisiana's Orleans Parish prisons. When they don't put the new in front of it, it makes the whole word seem weird. In York, the men spent 3 years and 8 months in confinement, passing the time by carrying out their own version of ziqi, traditional Chinese paper folding, taught by their theater set designer Lu Zhongwu and 4 others, most of whom were professional rug weavers. The skill became the basis of a competition between teams of fellow ex-Golden Ventures. Under the watch of compassionate guards, the men concocted assembly line productions to make these pieces. They showed off innovations like using thread for prison towels, to create tassels for lanterns, to one another through small prison windows. To attain certain forms, such as the hull of a Fujianese ship, they held the paper in place with a paste of toilet paper and soap. Eventually, they were used to use actual glue. Within the art display, 39 works are housed in MoCA and reflects the coordinated efficacy of each group's work. Along the wall of the museum's north gallery sits various birds, an owl, 2 peacocks, and several alighted eagles. Close studies of American for each work, many pieces of paper cut from magazines or legal pads were repeatedly folded in triangular shapes and then fitted together. The birds are flanked by sailboats, bonsai trees, and elaborately fashioned containers with dragons, a pineapple, a Chinese symbol of royalty and prosperity, a Buddha, a 9-inch bicycle with its chain coming off, all made from a combination of folded paper and paper mache. Weekly vigils were held outside the Pennsylvania prison, attended not only by human rights activists, but also by pro-lifers, who came to the support of the migrants escaping the forced sterilizations and abortions carried out under China's one-child policy. These new friends brought additional art material with them, like gold foil, plastic beads, and graph paper. Now, of these sculptures, they became gifts for many of the protesters, pro bono lawyers, and also were used to raise money to buy more paper or send money to their relatives. They were even brought to court to try to win sympathy for the detainees. Now, of all of these pieces, only one of the objects within the collection was made by a woman, a 4-panel, 9-inch tall greeting card constructed of repurposed book covers. It was spirited out of Orleans Parish prison by a sympathetic and released prisoner. The card's exterior features a basket of 3 peonies drawn in pencil and crayon, along with infused well-wishings in English cursive with the following Chinese poem: thousands of colors, the spirit of venture, gorgeous color and fragrance, every color is new. The joy expressed in the poem contrasts with the setting where it was written. Orleans Parish Prison is considered one of the worst jails in America. The female inmates from the Golden Venture were regularly shackled or put into solitary confinement. The card's creator and other passengers of the ship were transferred to a facility in Laredo, California, where they were held until the Vatican intervened and arranged political asylum for them in Ecuador. Now, if you want to dive further into the fold and see more artifacts from the museum, there was a documentary called The Golden Venture, which you guys can check out as well. If I can find a link, I'll put it in the description. Awesome class today, guys. I hope that you guys got some awesome information out of today's lesson. As always, if you guys had a question, comment, or concern, don't forget to raise those hands down in the comments below. Happy to answer the questions from my classmates. As always, don't forget to take care of the homework, which is like, subscribe, share all the various platforms, get the message out there to all of our classmates. As always, I will see you guys next class. Until then, later, guys.